I am live. I'm going to go post our link for today on our website. The website is jollyrogerukulele.com. And if you go there, we will have lots of sheet music for you and tabs. And we will have, I say that ironically because I see that all over YouTube. You got tabs for that? You got tabs for that? Where's the tabs for that? Um, and you'll have plenty of that stuff as well. You'll have sheet music, you'll have fun and fascinating and educational things there, and a whole community of people who are getting to be great instrumental musicians. And now that I have posted it, that will be flooding in here in a big rush. We're going to be playing Feeling Groovy today. We're going to be playing Edelweiss, and we're going to be playing Can't Help Falling in Love. So it's going to be some pretty fine pieces of music today, I hope. And we'll see how we play them. I guess it's not fine until you've played them well. And then after that, we have baritone lessons later after this class as well. So some of you are getting into the ukulele vibe. Got you covered around here. Let's see here. Renee is in. Aloha, Renee. Renee lives right over there. I can see her house from here. Gary and Diane, they live over there. I cannot see their house from here. Vic is here. Vic lives just south of Gary and Diane. They're having all kinds of fires in that area part of this country right now, and so it's very kind of a bummer. Not kind of, it's a major bummer. You can't breathe. The air quality is terrible. Evelyn lives down there. She's having a perfect day there. Jack and Barbara in from Glenview, Illinois. Yesterday, you guys are having a good day. Hopefully, you're having a good day today. Sandy is back for some more. Sandy lives up north. It's cold, probably getting cold up there. I think did you already have your first snow, if I remember right, Sandy? It's middle of September. And, she lives up where it's pretty chilly most of the time. Terry is here. Terry lives around the block from me. Red, she lives, thank heavens. Thank H-E. Are you doing that on purpose? H-E-V-E-N-S? Think heathens? Heathens? I don't know what you're talking. I think you probably meant to hit A and hit caps lock. Red, learn to type. LG is here. Hey, Linda. She lives up there too. A lot of you guys are up in the Northwest. It's, I guess since you can't go outside right now, you might as well come play some ukulele, right? Fran is here. She's been around all day today, poor thing. Red, I can't spell. No, you can spell, you can't type. That's the problem. Let's see. Christina's, that's Red. Good afternoon from hazy Lakewood. Yeah, we have a fire north of us, and when the wind's blowing just right, it just blows all that smoke into town. So we have a pretty nice day, except that it's smoky out here. Lindy, Intermittent Lindy. That's going to be your new name, Intermittent Lindy. Let's be consistent, people. Show up here, play ukulele, then go do the rest of your life. Make this, see, that's how life works. You understand that. They make you think all this stuff's urgent, like texts and emails and like email. Here's email. You know what email is? I get mad. I tell them around with the condominium, I'm like, don't send me emails. I live here. You can come talk to me. And they still send me emails because emails are little jobs for you. Here's a little job. Here's a little job. Here's a little job. Could you do this for me? How about this little job? Occasionally I'll get an email that's like, you're just wonderful. Thanks for everything. That's it. Then I'm like, well, why are you sending me? Why are you wasting my time with this? Right. No, emails are little jobs that people are giving to you. We used to think it was a way to communicate, use a one sentence communication. But now just reading the things, people are like, blah, 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 blah. And you're just like, well, that's, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the emails the way we're doing it these days. So as you can tell. Hey, Pauline, welcome in. What is important is showing up and playing music with somebody else as often as possible. That's something you ought to do. That's something like, Well, I could read email or I could go play music with Gary. I'm going to go play music with Gary. I could go to a doctor's appointment and get my gallbladder taken out, or I could play music with Gary. You got to know, obviously, which one's more important. The gallbladder can wait until later. No, good. Take care of your health. That's pretty important. What else do we have going on here today? Nothing else. So let's play. We have 3 songs we got to get through today. Ugh, I got to stop drinking those. I got addicted to them. I have to go through that 3-day withdrawal thing. It's very sad. We are playing today. We're going to play Feeling Groovy first. It's the hard one. So grab Feeling Groovy. Feeling Groovy. Actually, Feeling Groovy isn't terrible until it gets terrible, and then it's really terrible, right? So the first part of it is pretty pleasant. You're just going along, being in the 60s and being flower children. Remember back when you were flower children. Couple of you still are, even today. But then you got old and you got a job, and then you got a 401k, and then you got where you don't think like you used to. And so we got to get you back to your flower power days. And then we have everything's going great on this song, and then you get to measure 27, and everything turns a little bit rough. So let's dig into it and see what we can do. Hey, Jacqueline, Patty's in. All right, let's run through a few items on Feeling Groovy. We did it earlier this week. I think we did it on Monday. I think maybe, or did we do it? No, we did it late last week, if I remember right. So the intro is its own thing, right? And so you just have to practice it. That's it. So you're dum dum da dum da dum, and so I would say. So probably just those 2 fingers is really all you need. That's a really nice intro. Nothing too fancy. Nothing. It catches the idea of the song. Not too hard to play. I like it. Nice. Okay, so that's the intro. Just practice that. You only need those 2 fingers, and you're fine. Probably play it with your thumb to get the best tone out of your ukulele. Then we do our tough acts routine. What I would tell you, if you're singing, probably a simpler strum rather than chunka chunka chunk. Right? If you're doing slow down, you move too fast. It's too much. It's just overdone. Okay. And ukulele players, we have this tendency. Everything we do, up down, 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 blah blah blah. We don't have to do that. Okay. If you can sing, simple is lovely, right? You know that as a singer, and you should also know that as an accompaniment. Slow down, you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestone, looking for fun and feeling groovy. I would do it just like that, honestly. If I could sing, that's exactly what I would do. Strum, 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 strum. Keep it basic. Let your voice do the work, right? This is a fun song. And so you would pull that out over there. Hey, Christine is back, and Kat is as well. Kat is still under the notion. Kat teaches at a university, science, technology, this stuff, right? She's under the notion that they need to know about science and technology. She should just be saying, hey, we all got to meet for ukulele lessons at 1 o'clock. Let's see how long you keep your job if you do that. Singers on ukulele, we have this tendency, ba ba da ba ba da ba, right? We would do this up down, up down, up down thing, and if there's anything I could do in them when I'm going through YouTube or people send me videos. Have you seen this ukulele video? If there's anything I could do is to get this to be against the law. There's some songs where this is great, but most songs not. And a little more sophisticated idea here. Slow down. You move too fast. That way you're emphasizing your voice and not this clunkety clunk clunk thing. You also could pick it, right? Slow down. You move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestone. Looking for fun and feeling groovy. Okay. That's another way to do it. Okay, that works better. Keeping it simple, peeps. Keeping it simple. The next possible choice when you're looking at singing and strumming is arpeggio patterns, right? You're in 4. So there's 2 thoughts you have in your head when you're in 4. Either thumb, index, middle, ring, or thumb, index, middle, index. Now, I will tell you, generally speaking, on ukulele, if you are low G here, thumb, index, middle, ring usually works pretty good. If you are high G, you probably want to go with more with thumb, index, middle, index. Probably. Now, there's not don't think I'm handing you a rule. But the reason that this matters, if you're high G, you get this bing after you've hit this bing, right? So you get 2 bings in a row and it's too much, okay? So if you use just 3 fingers and do it a 4 beat pattern, then you get low, medium, high, medium, low, medium, high, medium. It usually works out better. So if I go, slow down, well, that's too fast. Slow down. Let's see if I can do it. Slow down. You move too fast. Got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestone. It works, right? And I'm having to make some adjustments because I don't typically sing this. But as you are singers, and some of you are, be thinking about when you're in a 4 pattern, that starting your thumb, index, middle, ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, is gonna probably sound better than if you are bing, bing, bing. Slow down. You move too fast to make the morning last. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it's maybe not as good as this. The reason we like our thumb on that low string is it just sort of helps create a basement foundation for the rest of the arpeggio and just gets this low note in there. And then you drop the rest of the chord in on top of it. So that's a technique that I think sometimes, I don't think I ever really talk about it very much, but just be mindful as a singer. First of all, arpeggio patterns are where it's at. If you're a singer and you can do arpeggio patterns, you're going to sound way more sophisticated than chunk 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 person. And then be mindful about what type of pattern you're trying to deal with over here on this hand. Okay. This song, you got a lot of work on your chords, right? You're moving around a lot and you can't fake it. I mean, you really do have to move that much over here. So you look pretty fancy if you can get it done with all that's going on over here, but it's really only a 3-chord song for the most part, and you have to do all this work over here. So I tried it in the other keys and it just didn't work as well. So yeah, you have quite a bit of work going on with your left hand. Also now I'm moving to Linda, it's about time you made it in here. She's also up there in the Northwest getting smoked out. Okay. I think that's what I have to say about singing this song. We love it when we have these fun, happy songs to be able to do a fun, happy strum, but it really doesn't work on this song. So just simplify. Slow down, you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last, just sticking down the cobblestone, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Now, when you get to this space where you've got all these half notes in at measure 13, then I might add in a little bit more pizzazz. Hello, lamppost, had you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. You see what I'm up to there? I got a little bit of a different space there. This is sort of your instrumental time, right? And so you can come in with looking for fun and feeling groovy. And then give it that rest. Hello, lamp, and then go back in. So just be thoughtful when you're starting a song. What I've seen forever, 20 years now, people get the chords and they chop their way all the way to the bottom of the song, and then they turn the page and they go on to the next song and the next song and the next song and the next song, and all this chop, 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 chop. Try to, in every song, if you're a singer, this is my biggest piece of advice. This is your drum. You've got to keep this steady, but don't do the same thing all the time. You will get where people don't want to listen to you, even though you might be a nice singer. You don't want to end up being a bad ukulele player when you're a good singer. When you're a good singer, this is just a decoration for your voice, and finding ways where when you're singing to keep this as definitely in the background over your singing voice. And then when you have places such as measure 13, that's when you can put in a little bit more oomph into your ukulele. Is smoking down in Fresno too? Jeez Louise. Whole country is smoking. I heard they were having smoke out in New York City from all those fires. All right, so after measure 14, then it goes back and does basically the same thing. And you've got another little opportunity to open it up at measure 23. Got no deeds to do, got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. Here's where things go to heck. Okay, so let's talk about measure 27. 27, 28, 29, and 30. You see all the triplets. We talked about this before. I want to talk about it again. It's important. When you get to 27, da 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 da. So they're fitting triplets, and you got 6 notes in a measure instead of what should be 4. So they're squishing them all in. Dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep, let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Trying to get that feeling into your ukulele is going to take a little bit of doing. Okay? Again, if you are singing, this is why I brought it up in the first place. Dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep, let the morning drop all of its petals on me. Simple. Keep the ukulele, clean it up. Plus, you're going to blow it anyway if you're trying to chop, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can do. You could triplet strum that through there, but you're going to put a lot of work into something that won't ultimately help the song at all. Let your voice run that section. Dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. So be thinking about that. Those of you who are singers, most of you guys are probably not singers. Well, I would say that's probably true for this group for sure. Probably 80% of you are never going to sing anything anyway. But you may end up playing with somebody who wants to sing, and then you're thinking about, if I'm busy making the ukulele be part of the thing, I've misunderstood what I'm up to. And I was talking to a teacher here in town over email last couple of days, and that's the challenge, right? Most teachers on the elementary level come from a singing background, and so they're thinking, well, I should be teaching an instrumental thing. I'd like to do ukulele, and they're bringing their singer brain into this, and I'm like, keep it simple. this is an accompaniment to the singer, not equal on the stage when you're approaching a song like that. Okay, now let's talk about the melody. The melody is not a ton difficult here, but let's go ahead and play through it real quick so we know what we're getting ourselves into. Measure 5, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, gotta know where your 9 is, right? So take a moment to just review. The 9 is right before the dot. Okay, and then you let that run for lots of beats. Okay, let's add them up. You got 4 beats in 14, 4 beats in 13, and a beat and a half in 12. So it's 8, 9.5 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then rest. So it's really a 10 beat part of the song where you as the melody player are not going to do anything. If you're singing feeling groovy, you're probably going to stop after a couple beats, and then that's when the ukulele players, and that's when you do your jazzy stuff. Bring the ukulele out there. Then it drops back in behind the singer, and let's play the melody from 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Again, really long 5, okay? And then we'll stop there, okay? Stop at 26, because now we have to think, okay? Valerie says, like to run out. Got stuck by a train. Got stuck by a train? Oh, no. Oh, no. Valerie thought, I'm going to be like Gary. I'll just run down and grab a Starbucks. But there's a train in between my house and the train, or the Starbucks, train, house. I have house, Starbucks, house. I have a Trader Joe's between us and Starbucks, and you don't go anywhere near Trader Joe's. That's one of the rules in life. There's all these millennials wandering around like zombies out in front of it. All right, 27. 975 975 5032 302 505 9750. That is going to be a challenge. If you're playing the song too fast and you hit there, you're doomed, right? So take a minute to think about smart ways to play this. Pinky on 9, obviously, that's your high note. 9, 7, 5, 9, 7, 5, 5, 0, 3, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 2, 5, 0, 5, 9, 7, 5, 0. You got to probably, if you're playing lead on this, you're probably going to have to memorize that section in order to pull it off at the correct speed. So what I would say is take some time, just forget the rest of the song and study this one section. Okay, let's play that together. Again, just the melody, and let's take our time to get through this correctly. 1, King Kong, 3, King Kong. 9, 7, 5, 9, 7, 5, 5, 0, 3, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 2, 5, 0, 5, 9, 7, 5, 0. Just that. And I think if I was going to make this, like if I love Simon and Garfunkel, I'm okay with them. They're all right. But if I loved it, I'm going to make this one of my repertoire pieces. Guess what I'm going to be spending every day working on? speeding this up, seeing how fast I can possibly get it, because they sing it pretty quickly, right? I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. They're moving through there pretty quickly. And so in order to capture the idea of that on this instrument, you're going to have to play it pretty quickly. And you're basically going to have to memorize that, because when they're all over the fretboard, you're not going to be able to look at the music and hit your frets correctly. That just is not possible. A lot of times students come to me and say, I'm trying to get where I can just stare at the music all of the time and then do my fretboard by feel. It doesn't work. It just is never going to, never, ever, ever going to happen. You'll get better at it, but it'll never get where you don't have to look at a fretboard for a piece like this. So one last time, let's run through it. One king, let me count it correctly. 1 King Kong, 3 King Kong, 9 7 5 9 7 5 5 0 3 2 3 0 2 3 2 5 0 5 9 7 5 0. That's pretty quick. Let's do it one more time. 1 King Kong, 3 King Kong, 9 7 5 9 7 5 5 0 3 3 0 2 3 2 5 0 5 9 7 5 0. That's good. Okay. The whole time you're just in a panic. Oh, I gotta get them right. Okay, and so you've got that section. That would be the section to get that where that's just show quality. Just have the whole thing knocked out, and then whoever's playing chords behind you, G chord and D chord and E minor and D. Okay, so again, just keeping your thought process about this is the hard part. I'm going to put my energy into that. I'm going to probably have to memorize that, and then once it's, and I talk about it once in a while. Hey, you need to memorize this, you need to memorize that. I don't really memorize entire songs usually, and I think you obviously you want to do a handful of songs that you don't have to go get your sheet music for. Spaghetti Monster, Happy Birthday. For me, it's Moon River, 5'2", All Through the Night. A few of these other songs that I just adore and I just play all of the time, but even on a song where you're not going to memorize the whole song, there are moments and sections within that you're going to have to memorize because you're going to not be able to look at the paper and your hand at the same time. Okay, enough on that, a little issue there. So let's finish up playing it. Let's go from 31. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Okay, now, here's the thing I'm going to recommend. I wanted to do this there because after making a whole big fuss about don't chonk your way through this song, keep it simple to let your voice, or if you're playing melody, let that ring out. When you get to this end, I do think you want to strum it out. Okay, so you get to all is groovy, strum, E minor, G chord, D chord, E minor, D, G chord, D chord, E minor chord, okay, and then a big D chord at the end. I think at the end of that, we played this, been very, very beautiful. Everything's coming together. But then at the end, how about you go ahead and open it up and have a little bit of fun with that strum at the end. And even if you're playing tough uke, when we come into that end, open it up, let yourself just enjoy the process. Don't take this. That's kind of a boring ending. Put a little more oomph and a little more jazz into it. Should be fun. And then I have figured out, since it starts in G and we're in the key of G, and then it ends on D, which is wrong, you probably want to really just clonk that out and let that ring out. And your audience is going to be like, oh, that is how that ends, huh? That's weird. Okay. All right, let's dig through the tough uke just a little bit. From measure 5, please. We'll take it slow. If something comes up that we need to talk about, we will. Okay, so first thing, G chord, get it started. To the D chord, hit your 2. Put a full E minor on, just do a rest stroke, and then lift up your index finger. D chord, rest stroke. G chord, D chord, hit the 2. Again, that E minor with the bottom open. And then this D chord is a bar on 2, pinky on 5. And then grab the 0. So I like until morning last, let that ring as long as possible before you go grab the just, and then grab your G chord again. G minor, D, G, and I've been basically treating those as 16th notes under looking for fun. Looking for fun. I've been speeding the looking part up a little bit. I think it sounds better. Okay, measure 12, E minor. And here's where it gets challenging. Every single time that you hit this, you see that 9 coming. Pinky on 9 slides immediately back to the D chord with your 2 and 5. That's going to happen over and over. If you can get the slide in there, it'll sound cool. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear that at home, but right, doing that. So you grab it to 9. It's going to sound cool. There. Now, when you hit that D chord, then immediately go to your G chord, E minor, D, and then do that to get your next measure started at measure 15. So again, strum through 13 and 14, but the rest of it, like we would talk previously, keep on tough uke. You don't have that much choice. You really do have to just do what's written here. But when you get to those open chords where there's nothing going on in the melody and there's no singing going on, open your guitar, your ukulele up. And I would take a pause there because I got to get my G chord on and I got to get back to tough uke. Measure 15. Let's go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, lamppost. What you knowin'? I've come to watch the flowers growin'. I'll let that ring a little bit. Growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? That's hard to do. Okay, so you get this D chord on, you got a 5 by itself, and you actually have to leave that 5 by itself because then you've got to be putting on this partial E minor here. And so your pinky is going to be stuck on this 5. And so I'm recommending here that you use your middle and ring to create this partial E minor with the pinky on 5. Feeling, and then up to your 9, groove, and then up on that D, and then you gotta hit that 0 right away. Got 25. Go. No needs to do no E minor. Promises to keep. Then here's where we talk. Okay. Take your time. Bar on 7. Ring finger on 9. You're gonna need your pinky for something else, so you gotta get your ring finger on 9. Strum that. Lose your ring finger and you're on the 7 already with your bar. Pinky now is going to end up on the 10 of the 2nd string. You're going to put your ring finger back down on 9 and then lose the ring finger. Pinky again on 10. And then what I have been doing, I know the next thing is that same E minor with a 5, but I am finding that my pinky isn't going to end up in the right spot. So I've been reaching down with my index finger, middle finger, and ring finger and just doing this partial E minor with my pinky here. And then losing my ring. I've already got the 3 down. Grab the D chord. Slide your ring up. To get the 3, hit the 0. Measure 29 is a G chord. Bar chord on 2, pinky on 5. Let the 0 come out. Back to the 5. Back to bar on 7, ring finger on 9. Hit the open it up to get the 7, and you're grabbing that 5 D chord. Then measure, and then major 31. We go back to the normal part of the song we're doing. Strum, D chord, hit the 2, E minor, strum. All is okay. Bar on 9. I'm sorry, bar on 9. F shape in front. Hardest thing to do on the song. Let it ring out. Groove. You got to get your G chord on with your pinky up there. So you're all the way on 9. And I probably hit the regular D. And then just have a nice little pleasant little strumming thing at the end there. Ready? Lots and lots and lots of moments in this song for you to make decisions about what's going to sound the best. I'm going to try to play this as slow as I possibly can, so hopefully you can get most of your notes in, and let's see what we can come up with. Okay, from the very top, twice through. No, I'm sorry, that's not true. One shot, best shot, right? There is no repeat. All right, get it right the first time. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Page 2. Let me start again. If you don't get that chord on exactly right, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, measure 27. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit all over the place. It's all going down into 27 through 30. That's the part where you're probably looking at memorizing. So don't really know if I'm going to be able to pull it off by Friday, but we'll see. Okay. So if that's feeling and groovy, that's a whole lot of music in 2 pages. Crazy. All right. I love that song too. It's fun. I think, especially those of you guys that were flower children, this is this is your anthem, right? And so, probably worth putting a little bit of time in. Okay, I think we were going to. Oh, we got to rush through the next 2 now, and of course that's fine because Edelweiss and Can't Help Falling in Love we do often, and Edelweiss is not a killer. So grab Edelweiss next. So Edelweiss, the hardest thing to do in here are when the 5s show up, you'll have 3 different types, right? You've got your high G, 557. That's going to show up. You also have the 2 with the 5. That's going to show up. And then you've got your G chord with the 5. That's also going to show up. So everything with a 5 on it ends up with a different chord underneath it. Just remember that high G7, this comes up often in our playing, 5, 5, and then a 7. And you'll have that one ready to go for you. Okay. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Linda. Okay. Edelweiss. Let's just play it. Whatever you want to play is fine. If you like the chords, Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me. All right. Or play the melody or play the chord melody, whatever you want to do. We don't have time to dig into it too much. 1, 2, 3. To the top. Yeah. Okay. When I thought I want to get fancy at the end, and then I didn't pull it off. All right. There's Edelweiss. that one is hopefully one that's coming out of your ukulele relatively efficiently. I would say if you're struggling a little bit, that's a great one to work on, right? Because it's all there's nothing in there that's not sort of standard issue instrumental ukulele. So that G7 is a little bit tough. The D chord with your pinky on five that comes up, and of course the G chord with your pinky. Those are your tougher chords in there, and those are coming up again and again and again and again and again. And so that would be one of those songs you probably want to just feel comfortable playing. All right, let's do Can't Help Falling in Love. We're going to run out of time here, so we just want to play this exactly as written. And this will be our big grand finale today. And hopefully you found a way to play this one. Okay, F. Not too many chords in it, but enough chords that are kind of tough that'll keep you working on it a little bit. Play it whatever way again that makes sense to you. If you want to sing and strum behind me, that's fine. If you're getting your melody together, very important. And then, of course, tough uke, which is exactly like we always do. And then this one, we've had enough of you guys working on the fourth level or the top level stuff where you take what's written in tough uke and then add in as many decorative notes as you possibly can. And so a few of you guys have been working on that. I'm going to play it at that speed so that I can kind of add in the decoration. You add in if you feel like that's something you want to work on. Feel free to play whatever decoration you're adding in, and we end up with all of us having a slightly different version of Can't Help Falling in Love. Biggest thing is that we're all in the same situation in terms of getting our rhythm correct and making sure we have the right number of beats in every measure. That's always the challenge when we have lots of people playing lots of different ways. And so grab yourself this in whatever way makes sense. The biggest thing I'll tell you is when you get to measure 9, you do want to slow it down, and you do want to memorize 9, 10, 11. You're not going to be successful pretending you can do it by feel. That's when you have to look up for. 9, 10, 11 are all identical. Okay, let's give it a try. Any way you want to play it, and then we're out of here today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blew it. I'm going to start from the beginning. Completely blew that measure, and it is not going to get itself straightened out from the top. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hopefully you and I were sort of more or less synced up. I had a few places where I didn't keep the rhythm exactly to 100% steady, and so that probably messes you up. And so, but hopefully you were able to make some adaptations where things were going. That's a kind of piece that, again, another one of those pieces that just probably wouldn't be a bad idea to work on a whole lot over your career as a ukulele player. In the middle of that, I'm sure I'm going to get one more telephone call from political pollsters, so apologize for that. Got to remember to hit the silence button. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's beautiful here in Denver, except for the smoke. Hopefully you guys are having an equally lovely day. It's September. Let's make it a great month. We've been through some crazy times. Let's just keep it safe, do the right thing, keep practicing, and keep showing up, and then that's why we're going to keep going until it doesn't make sense to do this anymore. Okay. Baritone class is next if you guys are interested in that or working on that, and guitar class after that. And then I'm supposed to help. We're remodeling the gym upstairs. Not remodeling, we're putting new carpeting up there, no flooring in there for the building. And all of us are supposed to go up there at 6:00 and move the weights. So I'm going to be very presidential and stand there and watch them while they do that. So that's my plan for the evening. Have a great evening, you guys, and I will see all of you some point tomorrow probably. Have a great night. Let's see. What did I missed a bunch of stuff? Sandy, have a great night. Linda, good to see you. Evelyn says, a nice way to end the class. Yeah, heck yeah, it's a great song. Beautiful piece of music. Hopefully you guys are doing well with it. Lindy, we sound beautiful together. Good. That's one thing I never know. I'm like, well, I screwed up this and this and this and this, and I hope that I didn't mess them up too bad. That's my attitude walking out of here. Like, oh God, I hope I didn't mess them up. All right, Sandy, have a wonderful day. Renee, mahalo to you. Have a good afternoon. Vic, we'll see you in a little while. Terry, good to see you, bud. We'll probably see you in a little while. Peace, love, BZ. Baby boomers, right? Patty, have a good weekend or a good day. It's not the weekend yet. It's only Wednesday. Don't have a good weekend yet. Have a great day. Chris, we'll see you soon. Jacqueline, good to see you. Pauline, good to see you. Jennifer, you're welcome, Jennifer. Have a great afternoon. You're probably about ready to go home from work, I hope. Linda, 7 more minutes for baritone. Is it 7? Yeah, 7 minutes. Okay, Jack. Oh yeah, baritone is a great song, but just play that exact tablature on a baritone, and you'll have something really awesome. All right, capture the bright spot on my day. Okay, and I have a siren going on, so I'm gonna pull the plug. I'm working on. Oh, so you are already home. Okay, good job, Jennifer. All right, kids, have a lovely day. I'll see you mañana.